7 then? No.
Yeah, I thought 7 was the last one.
No, 6 was the last one.
Why don't you do the
Alright, this is number 7 on the Random Creatureface Vidcast reviews. We were reviewing the Russian film...
Night.
Would you call it a horror film or would you call it a fantasy film?
Fantasy. The vampire stuff really doesn't come into play that much.
No. I would call it a fantasy film. Because it's not just vampires, there's also shapeshifters and
Yeah.
you know,
different
magicians,
powers.
wizards.
I'm just simply quoting what the trailer said.
Yeah, well they would...
The trailer said it was an epic horror trilogy. Which I think sounds
I can see that's why they would sell it that way in the States.
I just wish...
Horror
I wish it was an epic horror trilogy.
Yeah.
How
Anyway.
cool would that be?
What it had working for it.
What did it have working?
Oh, can I just jump
Go
in?
ahead,
I wanna-
start.
Yeah.
Start, please.
He's the one who fell asleep for it, so...
Yeah. I fell asleep the first time I watched it because I was really fucking tired and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I watched it the next day and finished watching it. It was great. One thing that we all agreed upon was the credits. Or not the credits, the subtitles.
Subtitles.
Because they made them very innovative in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like certain types of subtitles, like coming from specific characters, were different every once in a while. And like if they had a big emphasis, it would be like really big. Things within the frame would pass in front of and behind the subtitles. It was really fucking cool. It made it very interactive.
Someone would bleed away.
The blood,
Yeah.
it would
Like
bleed
when
away.
the vampire's doing the call, whenever she did a call, it would be red and it would bleed away.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fucking way awesome. They did a really good job with that. I thought it was a cool, innovative way to like add more style to an already very stylistic film.
It's odd that they haven't done that before. In,
I
like,
know.
it's like subtitling has been
Well,
around for
yeah,
years.
and the closest we've seen that happen in is Man on Fire.
Yeah, but
You
that's more like that's Tony Scott going, well, let's just throw the words that he's saying up there on the wall and see what happens. You know,
So
these are required. We
right,
need these
because they speak
understanding.
Russian. I don't speak Russian.
But it adds emphasis when you can't look at the screen to see what a person's face is because you're reading it. Maybe it's better to have emphasize, bigger, bolder.
Like when one vampire yells yes at the shapeshifter,
Yeah.
and it just like flies out of his head, but you see like little sparks of it all over the screen, as well as the big yes that comes out of him. It's really fun.
Or the main character in the beginning when he says no and he's falling backwards and you see no repeated as he falls backwards and he blow up and he hits the wall.
You know, I'd say the first 15 minutes is amazing. Like, I mean, like literally, like I was like sitting like this to like, I was up just like in tune with this movie and it just, things are just happening, it's here, it's there. You know, it's like you got this guy who's trying to, he's going to like this kind of witch, and all this stuff happens, and then the Night Watch guys come in and catch her, and they, and it's just really quick, and he flies back, and everything changes to blue, and then she's gonna clap her hands, and they stick a frying pan in between it. This girl turns into a tiger and flies around. And there's this great fight and this great use of mirror where vampires can only be seen in these spirits can only be seen in mirrors. And then it hit this part where everything just sort of slowed down, really slowed down to a point where it was really hard to really care what was going on to some extent. So I guess that'd be my first thoughts of it.
But it definitely does slow down. I noticed that too. But you know what? For me,
It was
I guess for me, like the slowdown wasn't that big of a deal for me because, well, I always say this. I love.
Oh,
I really,
frick!
What?
That is awful.
What? Oh, that is pretty bad. What are you gonna do?
It's just rank.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
I can't smell it. So
No, it's going
Get out
of it. I think. Sorry, Mike.
No, that's alright. I'm just a little set back.
Yes.
That's
I
all.
understand. No, like I love character development, and that whole like slowdown piece was really just a lot of character, which is important. I mean, I think for this film, if you look at it as one individual film, yeah, it's a problem. But when you look at it in the bigger idea that this movie is shut up for a second, okay? Stop moving your fucking fingers. That this film is setting up characters that are supposed to span for the next 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, because there's 2 more films to come. I think, hopefully, in the escape of the trilogy, when the other 2 films come out, we'll see this as a strong beginning for the series. But as a standalone film, if it was just this movie, then yeah, I'd say they dropped the ball. But I'm hoping against hope that the next.
Well, like in a comparison to like the first Matrix movie, where that movie stands on its own, you don't even have to watch the 2 other.
This is true. It does.
Whereas
it does stand
that
on
watch,
its
you go, I need to see Daywatch. I need to
Yeah,
see
you
the
have
next
to see
movie because
Daywatch,
this doesn't make any sense. That's just my main problem with the movie was the ending where it's just like, haha, sequel. You know, it's like we're not even gonna try to explain everything in the next 10 minutes. We're just gonna go off into the sequel.
There just wasn't an actual real climax that I felt should have been there, whether or not it's part of a sequel.
What was
or
supposed to be
part of a three-part trilogy thing.
What
Like,
was that whole scene that was supposed to be the climax of the film? Like, you're not even really specific as to whether or not it was an actual event or something that occurred in this man's mind.
Yeah.
You know, which bugged the piss out of me. As far as I know, it's Russia's, like, the Russian film world's first big attempt at a big movie.
And I think it's a first attempt at that. It's really good.
Yeah. But they do have,
they did a really good
40
job.
years to draw on.
They did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
I came out of the film being like, wow, that was really cool. Yeah, I was bored at some spots, but I'm looking forward to Daywatch.
I just wanted another scene in the film that had the energy that the beginning had.
Yeah.
Like I'm just waiting for that. Like
just one more.
I mean, even in the Matrix movie, like they have that really great, like, oh my gosh, it just blows your mind opening sequence.
Yeah. Well,
and they revisit that later on. They give you another sequence like that at the end with the lobby shootout. Like they give you that little extra thing. You know what I mean?
It's like at the very end of the movie where they're chasing the kid up the ladder or the fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got a guy named Bear and a woman like Tiger Cub, was it?
Yeah.
Tiger Cub. Two of these characters falling.
Shapeshifters.
They don't shapeshift. They just
you never see Bear's real form.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you could have used this to have this amazing like chase where they're
she turns into a tiger, starts fucking leaping, and the bear starts climbing.
Yeah, grabbing into the brick and stuff and going all nuts, and then like some other the Daywatch people show up and start going crazy. But no, just it's bland. It's like let's climb. Da. Yeah. Let's see.
What's no Russian?
As a standalone movie, it would probably only sit at like a 6 for me as a standalone. But considering they knew it was a trilogy going into it, and they hype it as a trilogy, and they never actually try and hide the fact that it's going to have another 2 movies after it, I would probably put it at like 7. Because it's like you said, it's a really impressive movie for the first blockbuster out of Russia, but compared to what we get to see every day at the cinema, it's not something amazing.
Well, at least every couple of weeks, not every day.
Maybe not every day. Maybe every couple of months.
I wanted more of that inventiveness at the beginning. Yeah, like I wanted that at least one more time, and that's what really hurt. Like it just, if it is richer than your typical movie of the week. Like it is. It has a lot more to it than the WWE wrestler Kane ripping out people's eyes. It's got a lot more to it.
See no evil.
But it's still in terms of just entertainment, value, watching a good movie, it's still lacking a few things that I would have liked to see. It's
even a hard time with this one.
It's our choice.
I want to say 7, but I'm feeling 6.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
And that's not to say that I don't like it or that I wouldn't see it again. It's just that's kind of what I feel about it right now. So I'd say about 6, high 6.
It might go up if you see the other movies. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I mean,
As a trilogy, you could go up to an 8 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, 6.
Like same complaints, same concerns, I guess, as everyone else on the board here. I would give it a 7 because I would watch it again. I probably will watch it again. But there's definite room for improvement, and I'm hoping that improvement comes with the next 2 films. So that's 2/3. That's 66%. 6.66. 6 2/3.
6. Oh Lord.
I don't have math right there. It was all in my head right here. Yells.
It could be wrong.
So closing thoughts on it. I'd say
see it.
rent it. Yeah.
It is watchable. Yeah.
And if you can happen to watch it on a big screen TV or in a surround sound system, that would probably improve the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're reading subtitles, which
even
are
though,
cool.
even though you're reading subtitles, I think having it like a home theater setting would definitely improve.
Which wasn't a bad thing in this movie. If you are grown up, learn to read and watch movies with subtitles. Don't do this dubbed crap. I'm serious. Like it's just, and don't say we're freaking film art students are bullcrap like
Well,
that.
you two fuckers.
Watch
We
a
are.
freaking
I'm
movie
not.
Point.
with subtitles.
I'm the real guy. I'm the down to earth guy, right? These guys actually are art students. I'm just some fucking guy. And I'm saying it's good, so I'm agreeing with you. It's not a bad thing, Michael.
Yeah, be the guy
You're
with all the
saying you
books.
have, yeah.
We're kind of biased on reading, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you don't like to read,
I don't like
but you like film, and I love to read. And film's okay.
I like to write.
Thanks for right. What do you like to do, Michael? Make funny noises
Likes
with
to
your mouth?
shoot.
I like to shoot guns and make funny noises. Yeah.
Couple of fucking jokers here.
Yes.
All right, we're done.
We're gonna-
Gotta run.
All right.
Montezuma's Revenge. That plate of beef for venison wasn't a good idea.
Oh, milk was a bad idea. Hot out today. Ugh.